Welcome back, everyone. Hope you've been enjoying our deep dive into the quirky world of Plants vs. Zombies 2. If you're new here, well, get comfy, because you're about to learn some ridiculous and downright bizarre facts about every plant in the game. And hey, while you're here, only 1.9% of you are subscribed, so if you could just click that subscribe button, it'll make Mr. Peace happy. No pressure, but it's the right thing to do. It'll make me look like I'm doing something productive with my life. Let's kick things off with a truth that might just blow your mind. Any knockback effect on zombies instantly cancels out containment's stunning effect. So yeah, forget about slowing them down or freezing them in place. The second you knock them back, it's like they've been given a free pass to do whatever the heck they want. Who needs strategy when you've got chaos, right? Now let's talk about enforcement, one of those plants that seems like it's doing a lot but is actually pretty lazy. At level 1, it shrinks only 10 random zombies. Seriously? Just 10? I'm sure those 10 are having a great time feeling all small, but the rest of the zombies are probably just rolling their eyes and marching on like, oh, that's cute. Shrink me next, please. Moving on to a plant that's all about sweet appearances. Armament's projectiles look suspiciously like peppermint candies. I don't know about you, but I've never been so terrified of a candy before. If I'm out there in the zombie apocalypse and some minty fresh candy is flying at my face, I'd be confused for a solid 5 seconds before I get eaten. Now here's a little fun tidbit. If the chicken wrangler zombie or weasel hoarder is affected by concealment, guess what? No chickens or weasels. It's like being invited to a party and then realizing the host forgot to order the pizza. Total disappointment. Don't worry though, Spike Rock is here to save the day, sort of. If you boost it with a spearmint, it can activate its plant food ability. Honestly, I don't even know how that works, but I'm just going to nod and smile. Let's talk about torchwood, because who doesn't love a good fire starter? When you pair huge peas with torchwood, you've got firepower in the form of fiery peas. It's like a barbecue, but with more zombies getting roasted. Now here's the kicker. If a jester zombie happens to deflect one of those fireballs, guess what? Torchwood's whole setup gets ruined and the plants in front of it catch on fire. Thanks, Jester, for ruining the fun for everyone. Here's a fun combo for you. Boosted starfruit under a gargantua. The projectiles from the starfruit hit all of its projectiles. It's like starfruit is standing there, just casually deflecting all this incoming junk. Talk about multitasking. It's like the plant equivalent of juggling. Next up, we've got the wild ride that is dandelion at high levels. At higher levels, it transforms its projectiles from harmless seeds to full-blown bombs. I mean, that's one heck of an upgrade. It's like, sure, I'll start off gentle with some seeds, but watch out because I'm packing explosives later on. Speaking of damage upgrades, Blooming Hearts has an interesting mechanic. Every time it deals damage, it increases its own damage by 10, up to a maximum of 50. Honestly though, getting it to the max damage feels like it takes forever. You're just sitting there patiently waiting for it to become a powerhouse, while zombies just keep walking past it like it's no big deal. And then there's Bomber Granite. This one's kind of a letdown. If it gets imitated, it will only spawn 8 seeds, not even a full load. No seeds for you, Bomber Granite. It's like inviting friends over and having no snacks. Disappointing. Now here's a fun zombie interaction, the Surfer Zombie. His surfboard is so cool that it triggers the explosion of an explode donut. But hold up, he's invincible during his smashing animation. So, enjoy your party trick, Explode Donut, because the Surfer Zombie's just too cool for you. For all the Aloe fans out there, this is for you. Aloe works wonders with Charguard. If Charguard gets hurt and Aloe heals it, all of its missing ammunition is refilled. So basically, if you time it right, you could stall zombies forever. It's like a weird broken system that somehow works. Zombies? Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Here's a weird one. Hot Date can kill Lymph Dragon Zombie despite the fact that Lymph Dragon Zombie is immune to fire. It's like Hot Date has a special power that defies logic. Fire immunity? Nah, not today. Tomato is a great counter for the arcade zombie. When it hits, it gives you 50 sun. That's some serious sun generation right there. And honestly, who wouldn't want 50 sun for every arcade zombie you hit? At this rate, Tomato should just start handing out free suns to everyone. Here's a cool plant, the Shadow Pea Shooter. When it's boosted, it will always use its powered plant food effect, whether it's powered or not. This means it's basically a cheater. The Shadow Pea Shooter is like, who needs to follow the rules? I'm just gonna do my thing regardless. Goopy Shooter is the sticky cousin of Pea Shooter. It's like Pea Shooter had a sibling who never quite got it together, but they still showed up to the party anyway. Think of Goopy as pea shooter's more chaotic, sticky alter ego. Now here's a weird one. Frozen perbine. This plant is the only one that can attack all 5 lanes without the help of plant food. It's like it took all the best aspects of plants and said, yeah, I'll just do all that on my own, thanks. And if you've ever wondered how to deal with zombie Medusa, Snap Pea has your back. It can not only eat Medusa, but it also petrifies other zombies upon hit. Medusa, more like Medusa and friends, because you're all getting frozen in place. Also, if Snap Pea eats a Dodo Rider zombie, it throws the imp's head. Not the dodos, the imps. The dodos just, along for the ride. Here's a strange one. Soybean pod fed with plant food during boombox. Zombie's special ability creates 2 zomboid gargantuas. Yeah, that's right, not 1, but 2. I don't know why this happens, but it sure feels like it shouldn't. Let's wrap this up with Electro City, whose passive zaps are basically a joke. 3 damage? Seriously? That's weaker than a light breeze. But hey, at least its plant food effect targets zombies behind it, so it's like it's trying to do something even if it's not great at it. Daisy Chain starts with 20 damage and increases 20 per stage, maxing out at 60 damage. But don't get too excited, because it's just not that impressive. It's like a slow burn of disappointment. Jester Zombie loves to reflect plant food abilities, including those from Daisy Chain. He's basically the plant equivalent of that guy who ruins the fun for everyone. Thanks, Jester. Let's finish on a weird note. Pumpkin Zombie stuck in a gun nut can be ice blocked by Ice Bloom. And guess what? Gargantua is only partially affected by Ice Bloom. His smashing weapon gets frozen, but the rest of him? Nah, he's good. Oh, and let's not forget about Zombie King. This guy can turn the frozen peasant zombies into night zombies. It's like he's a king, but he's just using his power for petty stuff. That's all for today's video. Thanks for sticking around and absorbing all these ridiculous facts. I'll catch you in the next one.